Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news update coming out from Ukraine, and we're going to talk more about this minerals deal between the United States and Ukraine. So, new update on your screen: Ukraine receives improved draft for minerals deal with the U.S. The Trump admin has given Ukraine an improved draft for a minerals agreement between the countries after President Zelenskyy infuriated Trump by rejecting his initial offer. Okay, so last week, yeah, Zelenskyy was offered, I think it was 500 billion of their minerals for U.S. weapons to be continued to be supplied to Ukraine. And this draft proposal was given to Volodymyr Zelenskyy, the president of Ukraine, last week by Scott Bessent, who is the U.S. Treasury Secretary. He showed up in Kiev to give this proposal to Zelenskyy. And we heard some reports that Zelenskyy was being told he had like an hour to sign this thing, didn't have a whole lot of time to look over it, and they were trying to rush Zelenskyy into signing it, or he was not going to be able to meet with J.D. Vance, the vice president, and also Marco Rubio, the U.S. Secretary of State, at the Munich Security Conference just earlier this week. So they ended up meeting. Zelenskyy basically did not sign this agreement. He rejected it, and he basically stated that it had a lot to do with security guarantees for their country. That was the reason why he did not sign it. There was also some other talk in mainstream news that reportedly some of this draft proposal had to do with like taking over some of their ports inside of their country. So it was a lot more than just minerals and getting repayment. A lot of it had to do with taking over large critical infrastructure inside of Ukraine. So apparently they've got a new improved draft for this, and I want to talk more about this today. So we're going to go ahead and jump into a quick report. I'm going to show you guys this over here from Baja Breaking News. Originally was reported by Axios, okay? So Ukraine weighs improved U.S. minerals deal amid dispute. Okay, this just coming out today, February 20th, 2025. And it says right here, the Trump administration has presented Ukraine with an improved minerals agreement after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy rejected an earlier proposal. Four sources told Axios, one of them a U.S. official. The dispute over minerals has intensified tensions, with Trump labeling Zelenskyy as a dictator, Zelenskyy accusing Trump of trusting Russian disinformation. Despite the conflict, a deal now appears more likely, with one source saying that there was a significant improvement in the recent draft and it is in conformity with Ukrainian law. Several Ukrainian officials have urged Zelenskyy to accept the updated terms. Meanwhile, the White House officials insist that negotiations must continue, as National Security Advisor Mike Waltz stated Zelenskyy should come back to the table. This comes amid controversy over a confidential draft, which allegedly required Kiev to pay $500 billion to Washington for resources and infrastructure. The deal that would grant the U.S. half of Ukraine's resource revenues and impose a financial burden that could limit Ukraine's economic independence. Okay, so we'll have to see what this new draft is going to be. We don't know all the details yet. All we know is that it was presented to Zelenskyy. And I forgot to show you guys this photo here, but this is the special envoy from the United States to Ukraine. And his name is Keith Kellogg. And he was actually just in Ukraine today. And we did report to you guys earlier this morning during our update video with the Russia-Ukraine war. I let you guys know that there was a press conference that was supposed to be held between these two, and allegedly it was canceled on behalf of the United States. So the U.S. called him and said, don't do the press conference. We also heard that Zelenskyy was going to take Keith Kellogg to the front line, and we don't even know if that has happened yet. I guess we'll find out in the next day or two. He was going to take him to the front line somewhere on the eastern side of Ukraine and show him the realities in the battlefield on what's going on down there so they can try to figure out how to end this war properly. Okay, so just wanted to give you guys an update coming out from Ukraine on this improved draft deal, and we'll see if Ukraine ends up signing it. I have a feeling they will sometime soon. We'll just see if there ends up being more tweaks to this agreement or if they go ahead and just agree to this very soon, and we should be getting more information over the next 24 to 48 hours on what exactly is involved in this draft. But that's going to be it for today's update. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. If you got something out of this update, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.